Hello, it's Sunday the 13th of March 2016, and today, as you can see, I have come as Little Red Riding Hood. Who the better to eat? Where does it go? Hang on a minute. What big ears you have. All the better to hear you. What big eyes you have. All the better to see you. And what big mouth you have. All the better to eat your face off. Greetings and welcome to another fun-packed show here on United Kingdom Talk with myself, Chris Reed. Am I booming a bit? Should I turn myself down? There we are. That's a bit better. Sorry, was I over modulating? That's when it sounds louder. That's when it's coming across, and I'm putting too much in. Too much in. I must take some back. We must say thank you very much to the lovely Tommy Flynn, who writes in a little message underneath one of the underneath the YouTube video, which I did have up on there. There it is. There we go. Now, we were talking about EE yesterday, and it appears that my phone is locked to EE, and indeed he says you will be on EE and locked to them. So apparently, thank you, Tommy. So even the fact that I bought the phone from Carphone Warehouse, by putting in an EE SIM, it locked it to EE. So we're waiting for that to be unlocked, and then I can try this this little 3 mobile SIM. If you didn't see the show yesterday, then you won't know what I'm talking about, dear. You can't miss things out, dear. You know, if you miss things, do you read? Put it this way, do you read? If I gave you a book and took out chapter 11, assuming, of course, there's more than 11 chapters, and it went on, then you think, oh, I don't know what happened. And it's the same with these little shows. You cannot miss one. Set your alarm clocks now to receive regular updates. Click the subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe on YouTube, and then every time I do a new show, you get a little notification. Chris Reardon UK YouTube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Thank you. And Tommy also writes and says, the only way to get rid of your fat, Chris, yes, it's still there. Nope, didn't go since yesterday, is to eat 1,200 calories a day. 1,000 for... I'm sure it's more than 1,200, Tommy. Isn't it 2,200? I think you got that wrong. I'm sorry to have to correct you, dear. Hang on. Let's do a Google. Calories for a man. What do you mean, not a man? Here, yes. More specifically, sedentary men aged... Oh, hang on. 31-year-old to 50-year-old men. Just sort of in that, aren't I? Just a little bit over. Need 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day. You're trying to make me skinny, dear. I don't want to look like Victoria Beckham. Or who's the other one who's lost too much weight? Cheryl Cole Venice's VD-ish, whatever her name is. I don't know. What's her name, dear? Cheryl. You know, that one, that singer one. The one who mimes. That's the one, dear, yes. I don't want to look like her. Christ. 2,200 calories a day, it says here. You're 1,000 calories out, dear. Or do you mean I should only have 1,200 calories a day to lose the weight? Ah, yes. That's what you mean. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy and me are going to go to... Tommy's a Catholic as well. And we're going to go to the Oratory Church one Sunday for the Latin Mass there in at some point in my sad, lonely, pathetic life. Yes, we're gonna do that. Talking of church, it was a lovely day today, or it is a lovely day today. Even at this, I should have done this show outside, actually, in the garden, because that's blooming. I've got all my hyacinths up, little daffodils, a lot of blind daffodils though, and I'm not quite sure what to do. Question for you, boys and girls. Blind daffodils. Do I leave them for next year? Or shall I dig them up and start those again? Because I'm not sure. What shall I do? Some have flowered, but there are patches where none of them flowered at all. And they're not like all packed together. I can't look. It's not a case of thinning them out. They're all single. And they've only come up as leaves. No pretty little flowers. What if I was just leaves and no flower? So my head would be my flower. I would just be like this, wouldn't I? I'd be talking to you like that. Can you still hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, this is an impression of a blind daffodil. Do you know, I think some of you may well think that's an improvement. Eh? not being able to see my face like that. So I don't know what to do. Should I dig up the daffodils that have come up blind and chuck them and start away? What do you think? Press your buttons now. Oh, no, it's not that show, isn't it? I used to love that. Oh, yeah. New faces with the wonderful, sadly no longer with us, Marty Kane. New faces. Who was that awful woman who used to sit in the box criticising everyone? I can't bear people who sit there criticising everyone and what they do. And along that subject, I came across this yesterday on Faceache, which someone had posted to their wall. And it's a really good piece of advice. It says, you are not everyone's cup of tea. Right, someone's created a little poster. I'll read it to you. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, will simply not like you. But the world is also filled with those who will love you fiercely. The ones who love you, they are your people. Don't waste your finite time and heart trying to convince the people who aren't your people that you have value. They will miss it completely. They won't buy what you are selling. Don't try and convince them to walk your path with you, because you will only waste your time and your emotional good health. You are not for them and they are not for you. You are not their cup of tea and they are not yours. Politely wave them along, and as you move away as well, seek to share your path with those who you recognise and appreciate your gifts, who you are. Be who you are. You are not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. And that's a wonderful thing, but possibly one of the best things I've ever seen posted on Facebook. And there's so much truth in that. You know, often over the years when I've been doing either my DJing or my quiz or my karaoke or even this thing here, you know, if I'm in a room of people and I see someone not enjoying themselves or looking particularly miserable, and we all go out and see them, don't we? We all go and see some miserable git sitting in the corner, man or woman, doesn't matter what they are, and then just not connecting. And for whatever reason, I've often tried to bring that person by giving them the attention, right? Only to be having it shoved back in your face again. Have you had that as well? Well, what this is telling is just to leave them alone. Leave them alone, sitting miserable in the corner. Now, there is a difference here. There's a bit of a difference here. There might be someone in that room who you know already, who looks miserable because something horrible's happened. There, go and see what's wrong. But if you've never seen them before, I think you can tell if someone's is having a bad time or they just don't like you. And there's been a few people like that. I went on a table on Friday night. There was a group of student types, and I went on this table. And it was a good night Friday at the karaoke. They were sitting opposite the bar in this particular place. And I had my karaoke book. I noticed they weren't joining in, but they were very chatty and that. They seemed to be chatting to each other. Student types, you know, with strange hair and odd bits hanging out their ears. That sort of person, you know what I mean? And then you'd always have the one that looks really clever at the table again. You know, the lady with the glasses and the long black hair. All right, anyone fancy singing today? Immediately they all stopped talking to each other. A couple looked at me, a couple held their heads down. Oh, go on, it's easy, you know. It's not about how good you can sing, you know. It's about having a go. Nothing. It was if I wasn't even there. Is anyone going to say anything then? Nothing. Not a thing. And I walked off feeling quite disheartened. Do you know what I mean? And then I thought, how bloody rude are you? I won't bother with you anymore. So I didn't. And I often do that. I go to someone or a group of people to try and get them involved in what we're doing. To try and get them to have a good night as well. But you know what? If they don't want to know, don't waste your bloody time anymore. And that goes for everyone doing whatever you do. Don't waste your time trying to convince people to do what you do. And that is just such a good thing that someone posted yesterday, I thought. Your thoughts on it as well. Just put a little message under this. Or indeed send in an email. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I bet Tom is really pleased today because at last I've met... Oh, here we go. Here comes the sneeze. Every show, innit? Oh, gosh. Dear me. At least I don't fall back on my chair anymore. Tommy will be really pleased today because I've mentioned his name. Tom, it's been going on for ages and ages. You didn't mention me. Well, the reason I don't mention you, Tom, is because all you say to me is, can you give me a mention? And that goes out of my head. But when you make an effort to write a few little lines in to contribute to this worldwide global phenomenon that is United Kingdom Talk, then I am happy to read out and get you to join in. All right, darling. So, yes, a lovely day. Cycled down to the church. A very short homily today. That's the sermon for those of you who are uneducated and heathens. I'm not trying to drag you into church. No, I'm not trying to drag you into church. No, just telling you of my experiences. Turn it off if you don't want to watch it, dear. Turn it off if you don't want to watch it. So it was a very short homily today because this bloke, in our church, they have a collection for people in another country. I think it's Bermuda. It's not Bermuda, but it sounds like that. Let me see if it's on here. On the newsletter. Here's our newsletter here. See, it's not on here. But, is it there? No, but Bamanda. I think it's Bamanda, somewhere in Africa. And we often have collections in the church and we send the money over there for school books. You know, the sort of usual thing. One of the parishioners went over there this week and he's gone and made a video, which I'm going to watch as soon as I finish recording this today. You can watch it as well if you want to. Okay, it's about 6 minutes long. He was telling us about at the homily today because it was very short. Because he come on and said, "I'm not going to talk much," and we thought, "Hooray!" Because some of those homilies they can go on, dear. Father Danny does throw in a few funnies. We like Father Danny, but sometimes they're a little bit long and. A little bit like that, do you know what I mean? And then you sort of try and open because I sit right at the front. I try and open the newsletter and then glance down at it to read that while he's doing his homily, which are quite good. Actually, he's quite good at doing them. He puts a bit of humour into it as well as some serious stuff. So this bloke up and came up and tell us what he'd been doing, and he's made a 6-minute video. Now, if you want to watch it, you can find it on the church website. Are you ready? Have you got a little pen handy, boys and girls? Oh, yes! Pick up a little pen, that's it. It's www.bracknellcatholicchurch.org.uk. All right? Once again, www.bracknellcatholicchurch.org.uk. And he went over there to see for himself where the money had been spent. And he was saying up there today, that he was, had great anticipation of what he saw. But when he got there and saw what he saw and made the video, it completely blew him away. So I can't wait to watch this little video on there about that. So once again, bracknellcatholicchurch.org.uk. You don't have to join the church, okay? Don't worry, for God's sake. Oh, no, we're not going there because we don't want anything to do with the church. Just go and have a look and see what he's done, and I shall have a look too. So that's that. Then I came home. I had another piece of my homemade pie. Homemade corn cottage pie. But not with... No, corn mince pie, I would call it, because I had pastry on the top. A little bit more, too much pastry. It was all round the sides, attached round the sides and all that. So I had that, put a few more bulbs in the garden. I think I'm going to need some more bulbs, though. Excuse me. Hiccup in there. I shall need some more bulbs for the summer. And in about, what's the time now? 1:10. In about 50 minutes' time, my friend's coming round. He has a gift for me. How exciting is that? A gift for little old me for doing nothing at all. He just wanted to buy me a gift. How nice is that? I hope it's nice. I wonder if it's something to eat. How exciting. Now, I must show you something. Another gift was purchased for me this week. 2 gifts, actually. First of all, I must show you the wrapping paper. Now, this is from the lovely Irish Mary, who comes along to the karaoke nights always on Tuesday, sometimes on Monday, sometimes on Friday as well. Mary is a lovely Irish lady that I met, I suppose, about 4 years ago at a pub in Camden called the Eagle, where I did about 3 karaokes there. And so here's the wrapping paper. Look at this wrapping paper. Isn't it lovely? It's got guitars on it and drums and, more importantly, my cymbals that I play while I'm doing karaoke. Now, I have to say, the cymbals, yes, I do play these at karaoke, but only for the correct songs. Sometimes there's a group of lads that come along on Sundays now, and they keep going like this to me, where's your cymbals, where's your cymbals? You can't just bring them out at any old song, dear. No! It has to be a ballad with a bang in the middle. For example, give me one moment in time. La, da, 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 da. Oh, hang on, I've done 15 minutes here, haven't I? Let's move on quickly. There won't be that weight loss part 2 thing today. We'll try and do a bit more of that tomorrow, okay? So she's bought me, first of all, from Ireland, a Jesus Christ, cheese, what's that? Cheese grater. Jesus Christ, cheese grater. Thank you, Mary. That's a wonderful church. Lovely. And also, so much fun for the garden in the summer, this multi-garden game set, which includes a blow-up, wait, don't make your own jokes up. Let me finish. A blow-up dice, and it's got snakes and ladders. What else has it got there? This is a wonderful gift, actually. I don't know what else it's got. Oh, hang on. Giant dice. It doesn't say. It looks like, well, it's definitely got snakes and ladders on there. And there's another game as well, which has got loads of stars on it. I'm not quite sure what that was. So thank you very much for that, Mary. That is much, much appreciated. It really is, darling. Thank you very much. And I bought myself this week a little Blu-ray DVD. Academy Award nominees Carrie. Oh, I don't want all that rubbish. Okay, best friends who grow up together at an English boarding school with a chilling secret. Hang on, we need echo for that 1 minute. A chilling secret when they learn the shocking truth that they are genetically engineered clones raised to be organ donors. What a fabulous idea! I'm going to go to the doctor's this week and ask him to take a little bit of me, maybe a couple of strands of hair, while there is still a few left, or perhaps part of my fingernail, and grow another me, boys and girls, so that if I was to need a new lung or kidney, there it would be already. You just cut it out of the new person that you've grown and fit it in, and then you can carry on for many, many more years. Perhaps you want to think the same as that, all right? Thank you very much, boys and girls. It's Sunday night, so it's karaoke tonight. Now, we're doing that every Sunday night at the Golden Lion in Sydenham High Road in Sydenham, 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, and hopefully we'll be doing a Facebook Live video of that tonight around about 9 o'clock, so join us for that. We can only do half an hour at a time on the old Facebook Live. That's a restriction, okay? So perhaps you'd like to come and join us either at the venue, the Golden Lion Karaoke, every Sunday night, Sydenham High Road in Sydenham, that's South East London, 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, or on Facebook around about 9 o'clock tonight, hopefully, we'll be up then. Okay, apart from that, have a lovely Sunday, and try and put your face in the sunshine. It's so nice when you're walking along and suddenly the sun hits your face. Or, if you're a blind daffodil, nothing at all. Look, no sun on the face. Bye-bye.